Good morning, everyone. What's that? They're all out. There's like little red bunnies and there's those little mini Rex. Good, happy Friday Fiesta. Good morning. I was reading and doing. Raise your hands, everybody. If you want to come out today, if you took action today, if your name's Christina Irvin, raise your hand. If your name is Felicia Mupo, raise your hand. If your name is Linda Bamba, raise your hand. Angela Hardy, raise your hand. Clive, raise your hand, right? If you did something this week, if you took some action this week in your business, I want you to raise your hand. I'd love for you to come over onto this side of the call, to come over and hang out, and that's what Friday Fiesta is all about. That's what it's a free-for-all. And Fridays are set up so that everyone and anyone can come over and participate, right? Mondays we do mindset. Tuesdays we do tech tips. We talk about some easy tech solutions to marketing online, whether it's Facebook or video, maybe it's Twitter, right? Wednesdays we do words. So we talk about the language that we're using, whether we're talking about prospecting, maybe we're talking about ad copy, but we're talking about the language and the words that we're using on Wednesdays. Thursdays we do industry leader interviews. So we get to talk to people from all over the home-based business space, right? And then Fridays we have a free-for-all. Fridays we just open it up. We say, hey, anyone that took action, come over. Come over and hang out with us. Tell us what you did this week so that we can hear what other people are doing. You can share what you're doing, share those results, and then other people can share and tell you, hey, that was a good result, that was a bad result. Hey, I don't know, like, right? This is a place where we get to come together and really kind of, it's like a co-op, right? Because check this out, guys. I don't do paid advertising, right? I ran some ads this week for the first time ever. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if it was good. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. It seems like it was good. Like, I don't know. But then if I'm going based off of numbers, you know, like if you take a test, 100% seems like that's good. Right? If you took a test, you want to get 100%. So when I do something and it's like 1%, 2%, 3%, and people are like, oh no, 3%, that's massive, right? I don't think about that. I think of 3% as 3 out of 100. I'm like, it was only 3%. But in some situations, 3% is like a gazillion percent, right? So we come here so we can all share with each other, so people can discuss what they did, they can talk about the results. Sometimes you're going to get a good result, and everyone's going to be like, yeah, you did good. Sometimes the result's going to be like, yeah, like that, like, that wasn't really what I was looking for. And then the benefit of coming to some place like this where you can come to free daily coaching, the benefit is that you have the knowledge and the wisdom of everyone that's been doing it, right? If you just went out and tried to do Twitter and you totally failed and you just smashed your face right up against the brick wall, you know you can go talk to Tom because Tom's been doing that, right? We know we can go ask Phil. I can go ask Phil about the Facebook stuff and be like, hey, dude, is this good? Like, I don't know. Is that good? Like, I mean, I feel good. Like, it worked, but I don't know if it's good. Like, I don't know if that's a good return, right? So that's what Friday Fiestas are for. So if you're brand new, and if you're watching on YouTube or Google+, awesome. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you're watching this later. If you want to participate live, all you have to do is you can register at freedailycoaching.com, and that'll put you into the live webinar. So it looks like we had a few people join us this morning. I want to make sure that all the raised hands, I got them all over here. It looks like I do. So it looks like we have this morning Mr. Jack Kelly, all the way from down in somewhere in the nether worlds of Texas, down south, southern Texas. We have Mrs. Felicia Mupo that's right in the heart of Texas, right in Dallas, right in the outskirts of Dallas.
That big D glitz and glamour.
Right. We have Christina, the powerhouse, Irvin. That's going to be your new nickname for a little bit, Christina. I just made that one up. And Christina, aren't you in Washington?
No, I'm in Tennessee.
Oh, I wasn't even kind of close. Why did I think you're in the Northwest? That is like not even close. You're like hanging out with Brian McDaniel, like in a pond or something, like fishing on an airboat, like eating crawfish and frying up stuff.
Me and Brian, we're from the same hometown. We went to high school together.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't get into all that outdoorsy stuff.
That is crazy. Did you guys go to high school at the same time together?
Yeah, we graduated together.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did y'all know each other?
Yeah, they graduated high school in Tennessee together, of course.
Well, I graduated with a class of like 1,500 people. I only knew like 200 of them, but there were like 1,500 of them, and we're in Texas.
We're in Dallas. We didn't even have 1,500 people in my whole high school. There's more than 1,500 people that live in Tennessee. Yeah. Literally. There's like 1,000 people that live in Nashville, and then the other 500 are just sprinkled around. Right? Hey!
What's up, Clive?
Hey, morning all.
Who's this?
Say good morning.
Who are you? It's Isabel. This is Isabel.
Good morning, Isabel.
It's good evening, Isabel.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, Isabel.
Good afternoon.
We're all messed up.
It's the morning for them, because they're in America.
Why in England?
You're in England?
And we were in America.
Yeah. We were in America and now we're in England.
We're just so you guys all know, we're living in Isabel's past right now.
Yes.
I'm just
You are.
I'm just saying she's blazing the future.
It's her world.
Right? This is her world. It's Isabel's world now.
Do you want to go and play?
Yeah.
She's going to go and play.
Yes. We have Mrs. Angela Hardy from
Hello, sorry. I have 3 5-year-olds here. So.
Coming from the other side of the pond. Free Daily Coaching has gone international. It's pretty big.
Yeah. I've not been on one of your daily training calls, but I wanted to come on and
Well, this is
see what it's up.
you kind of came on a weird day because it's Friday free for all, but it's a fun day. And so we'll say hi to Clive and then we'll just jump right into it. So good morning, Clive.
Hey everyone, how you doing? How you, Bird?
I'm good. I don't have my Clive magic anymore.
I see that. I'm missing
Did you
it.
see how I didn't go straight down like you though? I went a little bit more Western with it. I had it going
Yeah,
off.
looked like a wooden blown.
Yeah, right? I was like if I was Clive if I was on a motorcycle. Like,
Yeah, there you go.
So, you guys all know, everyone that's on the panel here knows, what I would like to do is, why don't we do this? Since Angela has never been here, I don't know if you guys are seeing in the same order as me, but why don't we just start to my left? So we'll start with Jack, we'll move over to Felicia, we'll go to Clive, we'll go to Christina after Clive, and then we'll wrap it up with Angela. And if you're watching and you don't know what's going on, maybe you just got here, this is a Friday free-for-all. And so what we do is we open the panel, and each one of the panel members is going to share with us the action steps, what they actually did this week, and then the result. And the cool part about this is a non-judgmental, this is a place where we come and we just share it and we lay it out on the table so that other people can look at it as well and offer up some constructive criticism, maybe if we didn't get the result we want to. So let's start off with Jack. Jack, what's going on? What'd you do this week? What actions were you taking? Oh, we'll bring Chandra. Come on over.
Well, like probably everybody in this panel, we had the Guru Code campaign, and we just went to town and posted, did some videos. It's really the great thing is my wife Christy, she's in the other office and we're going back and forth and she's posting, well, look what I did and look what I did. And it became really exciting. It became a lot of fun. It was a little bit tiring, honestly, by the Wednesday. I think that's how you're supposed to feel. And it just felt good to get in there and get going. And the more I do that, the more it starts getting down in me. It's like, you think about, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And, with being here every morning, the main thing that, is portrayed is take action. And I thought, you know what? Just like Diane says, do what you know how to do. And so that's what we did. And I'm sure it wasn't the best in the world, but we just went out there, and I mean, we were just going like 13, 14 hours, and then got up to start doing it again. So we both feel great. I feel great because, you know, we're in, we're going, we're ready, we're excited, and it's a lot of fun. It's also exhausting.
Awesome. Well, Jack, I want to tell you that the tiredness and the experience that you had is similar to what I've had, and it's something that I learned from Diane Hockman, my mentor. Is why wouldn't you rather work hard for the next 10 days and then be able to take a kind of like a break, like a little hiatus for a month or two, and then work hard for 10 days and then take a little hiatus? Absolutely. Now, in the very beginning, this is what I noticed. It's easier when you've been doing this for, I'm being real right now, right? It's easier to do that when you've been doing it for 15 years because your cycles are set up, right? When you're new, sometimes you have to not take as big of breaks because you don't have the momentum, right? Like, let me give you an example. For Jack and Christy, they did this, and Jack was like, wow, I'm kind of tired. Like, we just worked our butts off for like 3 days in a row. I know that feeling, brother, right? I'm looking forward tonight when the cart closes, like, yay, we get to, like, go fall asleep for the weekend, right? Like, just bloof. The same thing happened when I did the 100-day challenge. The same thing happens on any time you're doing a big promo. Why? Because you're pouring yourself into this thing, right? You're out there and you're just pouring everything you got into it, and hopefully the idea is that you're able to carry that message out to people and get a result, right? And here's the deal, Jack. On this very first time, maybe you're not getting the exact result, but maybe the result that you're supposed to get is to now know the process, right?
I agree.
If you guys all know Lisa Thompson, she made a great post this morning, I think it was, or yesterday morning. I saw it this morning, but she talks about, and she did it inside of a group, the big My Lead System Pro community. So if you're in that, if you use that system, you could see that post. I think it's in there. She made a post and saying something about she was so grateful because this was the first time that she did a major launch, that she was on a major launch, that she had a sale on the night of the launch. Right? And this is the deal. She's done a couple different launches. It's not like this is the very first launch, but she had to learn. She had to do a launch. She had to watch it happen. She had to then go and try it and do it and tweak her process to get the desired result. Right? So congratulations, Jack. Way to take massive action. It's always fun to see more people and more people and more people like being a part of something and getting that energy. So it's really exciting to hear that you and Christy are doing it and like going back and forth in the offices. You know, most of the time we have to do that with our colleagues. Like I'll have to pick up the phone and like call Felicia and be like, oh my gosh, I just did something exciting. Or Christina will call me and be like, oh my gosh, my Facebook ad got approved. And then Clive calls and he's like, all right, I'm going on a boat today. I did my ads. See you later. And then he's off, right? Because Clive's always on a boat. If you don't know Clive, he's either hanging out with birds or he's out on the boat. So, Mrs. Mupo, I know that you were doing, I don't know, I think she may have cloned herself because I know she was doing webinars, she was guest hosting webinars, she was promoting other webinars. So I'm not sure, but I think she might actually have another person there that we don't know about that's working with her.
I've got a twin. Y'all just never met her, you know, so that way I can get a little bit more stuff done and take care of the babies I've got in the house, which one just went running by my office door. I'm like, that's a little scary when one goes running by your office door and they've got the entire house to themselves. I don't know what's going on out there. But, you know, I mean, I had a really, and Bert, you know this because you were part of it, and thank you so much, but I had a really, really exciting day yesterday. So many things happened yesterday. None, well, okay, one of which I kind of planned for. And I think some of y'all were on a webinar that I hosted yesterday, the one that was talked about by Bert and the one that I talked about on Wednesday about videos. And Bert just walked away because I was going to ask him a question, you know, of what is it that so far that I'm most known for, you know, what, and he's back, what am I most known for marketing with, Bert? And what do I get the most comments on?
About your videos and webinars?
Yep. So it's about the videos. So what I did yesterday for the first time ever on my webinar yesterday, I offered a personal one-on-one coaching package with me about videos, because that's one of the things that I get so many comments on and have so many people coming back to me asking for help and things on how do they put together their videos and say the right things and keep them under 4 minutes and convey their personal enthusiasm that they have in their heart and all of that kind of stuff. Not necessarily the technicals. While I know how to rank videos and know how to upload them and all that, but really it's that whole personal part, and what I saw as a lag in the marketplace was somebody who is going to give you that very honest feedback about the personals, not the numbers, not the technicals. I mean, I can show you that too, but give you that personal, tweak this, say that, order it this way to be an impactful video. So for the first time, I offered a personal one-on-one coaching program with me and sold it.
Wow.
So I was like, yes, you know, I mean, people, that's always the deal when you put yourself out there like that. It's like, I know it's going to be tremendously valuable, and the price that I offered it at yesterday is ridiculous. I mean, just ridiculous. But it was really a test to go out there and say, do people want this? Is this something that's of value to people? And they did. They purchased it. So I'm so excited to be working with those people and getting them past some of the some of the self-talk that they have about being scared to be on camera, not knowing what to say, not knowing how to look, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm really, really excited. I think some of the people that may participate with me are on the call, but I'm not going to call them out unless they want to. But really excited about that. And then another thing that happened yesterday, which is really a blessing in this industry, unlike so many other industries that you could possibly be in, is the ability to touch somebody's life, not just their business. I mean, we can sell things to people all day long. We can sell products, we can sell solutions, we can sell widgets and lotions and potions and all this stuff. A lot of us came from a sales background. We can sell things. That's not it. But yesterday I had the opportunity to chat with somebody online that had been on my webinar. She let me into her life a little bit and where she was in building her business. It was the most custom fit for the Guru Code that I have ever heard, that I have ever seen. So got a chance to talk with this person on the phone yesterday, introduce her to Bert, and to have Bert chat with her about what the program, that Guru Code program, is going to be about, and the impact that it has the opportunity to make on this person's life. I mean, their business, we all know how wonderful Diane Hochman is and the advice that she gives and how powerful that advice is for making you competent in the space of marketing and online and network marketing and all of that. But Bert was able to share with her how Larry can come in and make somebody confident, make them confident in their own self and their own ability. And it was really a super powerful time to have that personal one-on-one heart with conversation with this person.
Hey Felicia, let me touch on what you said because it's pretty powerful. This is what I want people to take away. I don't want you to take away about the part that Felicia did some sales and that she's like, oh look, this is a perfect fit. I want you to take away the action steps that were required to get the results that you want. Okay, let's get. I'm always being fun and games, guys, and I always want to have fun, right? But this is important, and the reason this is important is because I'm going to, with Felicia, can I have permission to just be a little bit transparent with everyone?
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to use you as an example. So here's the deal, guys. Felicia, you guys have seen Felicia. She's making it happen. She's doing things, but she's had challenges just like we all have. We all have challenges. Everyone's got them, right? Over the last few days, as she's done these webinars, her and I have talked about go and sell something. Go and make a sale, right? That was a specific goal to do. Go and make a sale. Yesterday she talked about having a goal, doing a new action, offering something up. All she did was say, hey, I'm putting the cash register down on the table right here, and I'm telling people that I've got lemonade for sale, and my lemonade is called I Will Show You How to Help You Make Some Videos, right? And then people that wanted lemonade came by, and they're like, hey, what's up with your lemonade? How big is it? How much does it cost? What do you get? Does it come with sugar? Is it NutraSweet? Is it stevia? Because I don't like stevia. I don't drink stevia lemonade. And guess what? She sold a glass of lemonade yesterday. Okay, so that's one action. So she actually offered up something. She actually made the offer and then stood behind the cash register and did it and walked through that fear. The second thing that she did was she leveraged someone else's experience to help her help someone else. Let me say that again. She leveraged someone else's experience to help her help someone else. You see, she was talking to someone else that needed some help. And so Felicia had the tools. She was like, hey, I have this tool. I have this thing right here. Look, I've got it. It's right here. You're tired? I've got a coffee cup. It's full of coffee. I could give it to you. But then she was like, well, what kind of coffee is it? And Felicia's like, it's good coffee. Coffee that works, right? She didn't know. But instead of freaking out and making some nonsense up and being like, well, it's hot coffee. It's from South America. It's filtered. I got it at Costco. It's really good. And going all week, she was like, you know what? That's a great question. How about if we talk to someone that's been drinking this coffee for a while? She used a resource. She leveraged someone that had already used it, someone that already did it. She just put me on the phone with this person. That's it. That's what the three-way call's all about. I wasn't there. I didn't do sales. I wasn't there like, get it now. You got to get this is the greatest thing. I was just like, hey, listen, I've worked with these people. This is where I was. This is where I'm at today. If those results sound good to you and this sounds like something you want to do, I'm going to do it. I'd love to have you come and join me. Simple, simple, right? Felicia did the hardest thing that's so simple to do, which is just reach out, leverage someone else's experience to help you to help someone else. Good job, Felicia. You did like a 3-for-1 yesterday, right? You did like a triple yesterday. And that's how it happens. I did
like a 5 times yesterday. Yeah, I mean, there were so much more, but I'm not going to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. People, it gets crazy. See, guys, you can't stop right before. You can't stop when you're on the 1-yard line. Clive, this is a football reference. It's not. Okay, it's American rules, okay? This isn't Aussie rules. This is American rules.
Oh, come on, rugby. Step up. Be
I'm just saying, you can't.
Exactly.
If you quit when you're on the 1-yard line, it's like you're quitting right before the miracle happens. It's like you stop right before you get the touchdown. Because if you would have talked to Felicia, guys, a week ago, she was like, man, I'm not sure about how this is all playing out. I'm not sure if that I'm doing the right things. Then you fast forward, and she's like, it's 5 times. I'm not even going to tell you all the stuff that happened. I'm so amazing, right? Because that's how it happens. It's like all of a sudden the switch gets turned, or the little, like, whatever you call it, the little drop, the guard bridge, or the, you know what I'm talking about, like in like a canal, you know, and there's a canal.
Oh yeah, the little gate thing. At least you're talking about the guillotine.
You were looking at me like I was all weird, like I knew the word, and you're like the little, exactly, like the little gate thing, whatever it's called. Someone that's in the aqueduct business will come and tell us that. So, Mr. Clive, other than jet setting around the world on boats this week, what? Because I know that you're actually working. What did you do this week, sir?
I firstly just wanted to congratulate Felicia, because just from last week's call, when she was getting slapped by YouTube and everything like that, she's been a real inspiration. She just didn't let it faze her. It's been great just to watch, and now she's giving all these positive results from just keeping going, and that's just awesome, because that's why I like coming on these calls. It's just little things like that. So thank you, Felicia.
Thanks, Clive. Thank you.
And yeah, I've basically, because I've had one of those weeks too, I've taken a lot of action, and that's been cool, because a lot of the stuff that I implemented before I was just learning how to do it, and I couldn't actually do it. So I implemented a lot of stuff, and it didn't actually work, but I actually got it out there. So I was marketing with videos. I was doing different kinds of Facebook advertising with those videos, and as I say, I'm still learning all the targeting, and I haven't as yet got the results that I wanted, but I know that I can at least make the videos now and get them out there. So now I've just got to work on the next little step. So it's been interesting watching everyone's success with this promotion and how it's all unfolded. And I know that when come the next time, I'm going to be that much better and be able to take more advantage of it. So as I say, I've done lots of stuff, but didn't get quite the results I wanted. But apart from the knowledge that I gained.
Awesome. Well, hey, you know what, Clive? I want to tell you guys, so you guys are all on the, so that everyone doesn't, so that everyone knows that we're in the same boat. I don't do paid advertising, so I did these Facebook ads, right? So I got these 2 Facebook ads going, and I'm like, dude, these are rocking. Like, I got like 3% or 4% click-through rate, and people are like, oh my gosh, 4% click-through rate? That's amazing. Oh. Okay, but listen, I didn't get the result I wanted. Because, yeah, a bunch of people clicked through, but guess what? Out of all the people that clicked through, only one of those people clicked all the way through and actually, like, entered their information on my capture form so far. So I didn't really get the result that I wanted either, Clive. Now, I could take a picture of it and be like, oh my gosh, look at my click-through percentage rates. People will be like, oh my gosh. Like, yesterday someone asked me and I told them, and they're like, man, you should do a training on that. I was like, I don't even know what I did, bro. I put a picture, I wrote some words, and now people are clicking on something. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. I just followed what someone else showed me how to do. So we don't always get that. I thought I was going to run this ad. Hey, guys, I'm going to be honest. I thought I was going to run this ad. I saw 4%. People were like, that's a great rate. I thought I was going to see leads just like flying in. I thought I turned my phone notifications on. I was like, all right, baby, let's watch the leads flow. Right? Because I never did this like paid advertising. It's like one thing went bling. I was like, one, but check this out. 1 out of 6 or something like that, right? So 1 out of 6 or 1 out of 7, that's not bad. But the idea is this. In our heads, we think, oh, we're going to run an ad, and then all of a sudden tomorrow they're going to be like, ladies and gentlemen, now introducing the guy that generated 5,000 leads overnight. He made $27,000 in 6 minutes. Mr. Clyde Jeffrey. And everyone's like, ah, right? That's how we think of it. But in reality, that's not what it is. It's like we spend $10 on Facebook and we get some clicks and we're like, oh, that didn't work. Then we try another ad. So kudos to you, Clive, for coming out and telling us, because I'm in the same boat as you. I'm trying to figure it out. I think we might have to hold Phil hostage.
Yes, indeed.
Right? All right, Phil Aguilar, me and Clive are calling you out.
Yeah.
we need private one-on-one Facebook counseling.
Definitely. But yeah, it should not feel like the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Phil. Stop hogging up the Facebook. Jeez, you're saturating it for us, Phil. Oh, good times. Good times, Clive. All right, we're off to Tennessee, hometown of Christina Irvin and Brian McDaniel.
Just so you know, we had a big graduating class.
Did you vote for Harold?
Did I vote for Harold?
Do you still live in the same area?
No.
Oh, because Brian's dad is running for like tax assessor or something, so I thought maybe you voted for him.
No, I'm in Northeast Tennessee now.
Oh, well, you moved away. That's so ridiculous. I still can't get over that. All right, Christina, enough about Tennessee, right? We know Peyton Manning comes from there. That's enough for us to be done talking about Tennessee. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of his.
How about I am not either, and I'm not a UT fan either.
So what actions? I know, Christina, that you went crazy this week. I know you took some massive action.
Yeah.
So what action steps were you taking this week?
Let me tell you, this was the best week. I'm still like flying high, because this was the first time. Well, I know kind of what Lisa was talking about, because this is the first time that I've been able to get anybody on a Wednesday webinar from free promotion. Like, didn't spend a cent and was able to get people. And now I'm getting people just coming out of the woodworks. And unfortunately, some of them are clicking on links late, but it's okay because they're still now in my world and I can still communicate with them. I've got people reaching out from all these countries that I can't even pronounce. And I'm just like, this is, I'm starting to feel that whole authority. And it is just, it's really exciting. It's really exciting just to see some free strategies start to work. But you know what the thing is that what I hadn't done before was truly put forth posting for a purpose with my free strategies. And so therefore I wasn't getting those results. And then when I didn't get the results, what I did was abandon them instead of making the adjustment and coming back and doing it again. So that's
power. You just blah, 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 blah. You just touched on something, Christina, that was massive. Is you never posted on it for a purpose before. The great part of the thing that I love about working with a mentor, the thing about my mentor and specifically working with Diane Hockman that I love is this group and this community mentality, this requirement, like it's required for you to pass it on. Like that's a requirement to be like, and this isn't a really requirement, guys. There's no like written rule, but it's like almost like it's like this unwritten requirement that you have to pass it on to the other people or you can't keep it.
Exactly.
Right? Like you have to give it away if you want to keep it. And this is what's amazing, guys. Think about this. Christina, over the last month, you have stepped into yourself. You are there, right? Felicia is getting the results now. She's starting to see the fruit of the labors. Jack and his wife are in the house like, woo, hey, you're a rabbit. Get off of those carrots. Sorry. The rabbit was really eating my... It was really eating carrots. Really. I'm sorry. Those are like one of my biggest harvests right now, Jack. I don't want the rabbits to eat them. Jack and his wife are at home working together, having fun. If you know Jack and you know his story, they've come back alive, you guys. Okay, go talk to Jack, find out, listen to his story. To see Jack get that smile on his face, to see him have that energy again and that passion again, that's a big deal. Okay, guys, go talk to him and find out about that. Right? To see a guy like Clive that just keeps on coming over, he's like, yeah, dude, I'll come over here. I'm gonna rock this thing. I don't care if I did it. If I did it and it didn't work, I'm just gonna try something else. The amazing part about that, it all ties back to what Christina said, and this is how. Imagine this now, Christina. Imagine if we all did what we now have learned how to do, because check this out, tonight at midnight when the Guru Code cart closes and everyone takes a break tomorrow and it's like, ooh, oh my gosh, I need a rest. Because you've been promoting, you take that break for the weekend, and on Sunday night, you come back online when everyone's back online, they're getting ready to go back to work, right? And what if you were able to post all of us just like we've been doing, and your hash brown and stuff, right? Your guru coding everywhere. What if instead of that, you were working with a group that were pointing people to where you were going to be?
Exactly. And
if everybody, you know you're going to be here every Friday on a Friday Fiesta, and you know you're getting called out on the panel, you know you're going to be the authority, why wouldn't you invite people?
Yeah.
Of course you would. You would invite people here so they can see you on the stage. You would invite people to Felicia would be inviting people to her webinars because she's the expert, right? You're going to invite people, and you're going to point people as a group to where the action is happening. Does that make sense, guys?
It makes perfect sense. Hey,
so listen, this is why I'm sharing that. This is so powerful. You just saw how we did it for the Guru Code. Imagine if you started implementing this with a group of people that you were running with. Imagine if every week you were promoting free daily coaching. Imagine what it would look like when people saw you on the free daily coaching. You know why? Let me tell you why. How many people do you think come to me that say, Bert, I saw you on the Tuesday webinar with Diane. Bert, I've seen you all over this MLSP thing. Bert, I've seen you here, here, here. They don't just see me here, it's everywhere. So what if they come, and they will. They'll start to come to Felicia and be like, well, I've seen you on Bert's call. Well, I've seen you over on this MLSP. Well, I've seen you doing this webinar. Same thing for Clive, same thing for Jack, same for Christina. Imagine now if you were all, and we were all as a group, promoting and helping to yell for each other. Imagine when Felicia has a Tuesday webinar, everyone's shouting about it. Imagine that there's nothing going on Thursday night and we're all yelling about Phil Aguilar's Thursday night webinar. All of a sudden, it gets a lot more powerful, right? A lot more powerful. So let's jump over and talk to Miss Angela, and then we'll come back because we have someone that's never been here before. Secrets.
Hi, sorry.
No, you got here just in time. So we'll jump over to you, Angela, and then
I just went in their playroom, and they had sparkles everywhere. So.
That's a Friday Fiesta. You should have. We need to get you guys. We need to get Angela a laptop so she can take it in to the playroom so we can see that. Because seriously, who doesn't want to start off their Friday morning with sparkles everywhere?
Oh, it's everywhere, everywhere. I do have a laptop, but our internet connection's rubbish unless I'm in this room.
Gotcha.
When it comes to webinars.
So Angela, I know you came over today because you said you hadn't been over on one of the free daily calls.
Yeah.
I know that you're an extraordinary marketer. It's not like you didn't just start yesterday. You've been doing this. You've been sharing your skills with people for a while now. What was it that you focused on and that you did this week?
Okay, a couple of things really. I'm actually hoping to start doing these, and I know we spoke about that a while ago, and you gave me some advice about some different things to do, and I'd like to start. You're all wobbly.
I got all wobbly there.
All wobbly. I'd like to start in September, so I thought I'd come on a couple and just see what you do. So I'll have to make sure I come on some different days as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we do different. Yeah, we do different topics on different days.
Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic, and to hear what these guys have been doing. I mean, they've been doing some amazing things. It's incredible. So. Congratulations to all of you guys. So this week I've done a few things really. I've hit a few brick walls as well. I've been trying to do some pay-per-view marketing, which is new to me. And I've tried one thing and not got anywhere. I tried another thing, not got anywhere. I tried another thing, not got anywhere with the PPV. And then I'm finally beginning to get it, and I'm beginning to get leads from it, but it's quite a learning curve, so I've been doing that, and I've been, I don't know if you're all wobbly, but
I know I have my laptop on my fruit bowl, so when I start typing.
Oh, okay, as you do. Yes, and I've also been getting some advice from Diane, like we all have, and it was I can't remember what she called it, an irresistible offer that I put out to my list, basically, to try and get a few members all at the same time in My Lead System Pro, because I'm near L4 and I want to hit L4. And I want to hit L4 with the active numbers before they start dropping off. So I was talking to her, and I put together an irresistible offer, and so I've been blasting that out to my list, and I've been getting some results from it, so that's been good. Diane's stuff, the advice she gives, it works. It's great. And then last night I was on this 3-hour-long webinar with them, and I'm doing the Guru code, which I'm excited about. I don't know if any of you guys are doing it, but if you are, then I'll see you there. Yay! I'm so glad. What else have I done? I got my Facebook ad was not, it was disapproved. I did one for the Guru Code launch. It was disapproved. And then I did one that was something that I've been doing for a while, and that was disapproved as well. So I think there's more and more people in My Lead System Pro in particular doing Facebook ads now, and they've cottoned on to the fact that you can customize the link, and they're no longer accepting it, which is irritating because they were accepting it until about 2 weeks ago. Oh, I've got a phone call.
No
So I've
worries.
been trying to get around that as well. So
Awesome.
I've been hitting brick walls and trying to get around things. I've got to get the phone.
Yeah, thank
because
you,
I know
Angela.
it's a must.
Thank you,
Hang on.
Angela. So we're going to jump over to someone that's first time over here, so that's fine.
Hi.
And something that Angela touched on that...
Just, I let them on their own in the playroom.
Let me mute it. Let me mute her.
Yeah.
There. Something that Angela touched on, I think is really, really important, is that it's a process, and it's just a learning process. It's like keep on going, and it doesn't matter where you're at in the stairwell of your business, right? I always make it like it's a high rise. It doesn't matter where you're at in the stairwell. You just have to keep on walking up the steps. And if you get lost or you don't know where you're at, right? And I know that sounds weird. Like, how do you get lost on a stairwell? Believe me, people are running. Like, you ever walking up a stairwell and like 5 people are coming down? You're like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're going the wrong way, dude. You're on the wrong side. Like, everything's like, this is a totally discombobulated, right? There's just people running all. If you get lost, you just walk over to the rail of the stairwell and look up into the stairwell and yell and be like, hey, what are you guys doing? How do I get up there? Right? And everyone up there will be like, oh, now we can hear you now that you asked. Just get out of the way of all those other cluttery people. Stay focused. Just walk right along the wall and keep walking up here. I'm not waiting for you. I'm going to walk too. So walk fast. Right? That's how it works. And if you connect with the right people, you're going to find there's people out there that will show you exactly what they're doing. So let's say hello to, let me see if I can say it right. Is it Chandra?
Shonda.
Shonda, dang it.
Yes.
See, I even added an R in there. I was like, hey, I'm going to throw an R in there. How do you like that? Good morning, Shonda. How are you?
Good morning, Bert. I am well, and I am so happy to be here. This has actually been awesome. MLSP has been awesome. So glad to have found out about you through Jack and through your free coaching, daily coaching webinars. These are huge. This week, actually, for me, I've really began to really intensify my efforts. I've been taking in all of my information, all my training and modules and everything, and at this point, I really knew that I had to turn up and intensify my efforts. And I launched my fan page this week. I actually did some advertising, free advertising on that, as far as definitely for the Guru, and just really trying to get branded. Definitely been doing a lot of posting on purpose, and I was able to get a few people on the webinar, so I'm following up with them as well. I have been doing so really just, you know, cranking it up and excited. I was on Felicia's awesome webinar yesterday. That was huge, so I definitely plan to implement and take action with what she's trained on yesterday. So that's basically about it for me. I'm just looking to reach the levels where you guys are and excited about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing with us. Thanks for coming over. Now you know where we're at. Guys, this is the fun part, you know. Jack, I met Jack because Jack knows me because we both work with Diane, right? Like, that's how he found me, because I was hanging out around Diane. So then Jack starts coming around. Now Sean, why can't
Shonda, it's okay.
Right? Now Shonda knows Jack. She found all of us because Jack
and Christina.
Yeah, right? So she finds MLSP, she sees all of us. Now she gets to meet Felicia, go to Felicia's webinar, learn from Felicia. This is real networking, guys, okay? Real networking is being confident in what you're doing. You see, Jack is confident in what he's doing and what he's providing for people, so he doesn't have a problem bringing Shanda in front of Felicia or me or Clive or Angela or anyone, because what Jack's doing is what Jack's doing. And if Shanda is attracted to what Felicia's doing over on her webinar, then she's going to go there anyway. It is of benefit. Massive, 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 massive. Okay? Did I say it was big? Benefit to Jack to be that provider. Okay? Why? Because it makes Jack look good. If Jack goes like this and goes, Chanda, come here. This is Chanda, you're the coffee cup, okay? If Jack blocks Chanda off and he's like, no, I'm just going to keep Chanda all to myself. Hey, Chanda, I have all the answers. I'll tell you everything. then it doesn't work, okay? Over time, it's like, you know that, remember when the cartoon and that big, like, goofy guy, and he has, like, the little pet, and he wants to, like, pet the pet, but he's, like, so, like, obsessive about it that he, like, smushes his pet, right? Like, he just, like, wants to, like, hug it to death. That's the same idea. You can't do that. You have to let, people are people. You have to let them run free and find what they want. And when you're the guy, when you're the gal that is able to network people, to give people the answers and solutions they want and that they require and desire, and you're able to do it in a way where you can share, that's when your business starts to explode. It doesn't make sense, but at the moment that you're willing to let go and say, it's not about me, it's not about if I can do it, it's about, can I talk to Felicia, could I work with Felicia so that she could make it? Could I talk to Jack and Christy and work with them in their business so that they get the results? Because check this out, it doesn't make sense that if Felicia makes a sale, I don't make any money. I don't make a cent if Jack makes a sale. Jack is not connected to me in any way in a business standpoint. I'm not making a single dime. But let me tell you this, if Jack goes out and makes money this weekend, I don't know how, but somehow that pours onto me. If Felicia does good, somehow it pours onto me. I don't know how. It just does. Let me tell you how. One way is that she reaches out and says, Bert, there's a lady that I'd love to introduce you to on the phone. Okay, cool. Guess what? At least yesterday, I may have made $0. I did make some dollars. Okay, I did make some dollars. But let's just say I made zero. At the very minimum, I got to meet someone fun and new yesterday that Felicia now gets to help. So I get to help that person by helping Felicia. Every time that person said something, I was like, hey, you could totally get a hold of me, but what you would really want to do is just talk to Felicia because she knows all the answers. So the whole time I'm just edifying her. Guys, this whole thing is about shouting out to your friends. It's all about talking about what everyone else is doing and get out of yourself. And when and if you can do that, it will make a massive breakthrough for you. And I'll challenge you to go out and do that this weekend and see how it changes your business. And this is the major stumbling point that we all hit in that model. You're afraid. Right? Just be honest. It's okay. You're afraid that if you put your people, I don't know when you got people, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know when we started collecting people, right? We're not trading cards, we're human beings. Like, I'm a person. You can't, like, collect me. I'm not, like, part of the, now part of the 2014 models. We have the Bert Bledsoe card, we have the Shonda card, we have the New Zealand Clyde exclusive card with the little Kiwi, Golden Boss Kiwi stamp, right? That's not how it works. We're human beings, right? So what's the fear? Get past the fear. You're afraid that if you send someone to Felicia's webinar that she might get them or she might sell them something and somehow you're going to lose out. What if you abandon that mentality? What if you just said, hey, you know what? My job, my purpose is to go out and help other people and find solutions for them. And if the solution for Chanda is to go do the Guru course, then awesome. Then I'm going to put it in front of her. If the solution for Jack is to do some one-on-one coaching, then that's what I'm going to show him. If the solution for Clive is that he needs to go work with Phil for a day, then that's the solution. It's not a good thing or a bad thing or nothing. That's just the way it is. So if you can step through that fear and say, hey, maybe it's time, this is a rehash, Felicia, maybe it's time to leverage other people's experience so that you can help people that need help. So that you can go out and help others, maybe it's time for you to leverage someone else's experience. If you leverage someone else's experience and you go out and help some other people and then you get a result, you just created your story. if you don't leverage anyone else and you just go out and try to freelance and create a story, good luck. That's my, right? Good luck with that. I tried it for a while, didn't work so good. I'm just saying, I was sitting in my basement freezing, right? So we went way over today, guys. We went super long. Everyone, almost every single person that started with us is still here. So I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to say a special thank you to Chanda for jumping out and coming over. I saw you. I was trying to click on your name. I'm like, look, Chanda's here. And guys, this is the deal. It doesn't matter if you just started last week or if you started 2 years ago, right? It doesn't matter if you're all the way over in England. It doesn't matter if you're from New Zealand. You might even live in Dallas. It's okay. We're not holding that against you. Hey, we like people from Texas too. I know. There's this whole Texas-Colorado, right? If you come to Colorado, there's like this whole Texas-Colorado rivalry. I'm not really sure what it is.
Well, I mean, Colorado is just like a state, but Texas is its country. I mean, like, we have our own little country over here, so, I don't know. You're just a piece. No,
that's all
Texas
good.
has its own
You guys, you can keep telling yourself that, however you guys want to look at it. That's all good. I'm amicable, right? I'm like easy breezy. I'm not trying to get in an argument with Texas.
It's that sweet Colorado spirit.
Right, hey, there's only like 12 people that live here.
You all love each other. You sit around and
we sit around. We listen to John Denver. We just
you don't clean your guns. We sit around and
clean our guns. You guys all know that our state's like one of the first ones to legalize cannabis. So pretty much people just sit around and eat Twinkies and listen to John Denver. Right? That's what they do. And they drink Coors. So that's what people in Colorado are doing. They're just drinking Coors, going to the cannabis club, and listen to John Denver. And we want you guys to all think that that's all we're doing. That's what we want you to think, right? So that way when we come into your industries and your businesses, you guys think we're the dumb Coors drinking pot smokers over there from Colorado, and we just come in and woo, right past all of you, right? Because you guys thought we were going to be like turtles going slow. Some of us aren't. Some of us are going for it.
Our little glitz and glamour and high heels and sparkles isn't quite keeping up with you, is it?
Right? I know. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We've had a great session this morning. We had quite a few people come out and share. We had some fun. We talked about Colorado. We talked about how Clive goes boating all week, and he's from New Zealand. And I don't know if that's how it is in New Zealand, but they've got a good thing going if that's how it is, right? Because
always being an island, there's water everywhere.
There's water everywhere. Well, it's kind of hard not to be. How much square surface is really there? It's not that big.
I don't exactly know, but it's only 4 million people.
Yeah, so what is it like the size of like?
Well, the landmass itself is actually the size of Great Britain, but it's a long, skinny island, two long, skinny islands, so it's deceptive.
It is deceptive, and only 4 million people. That's like more. There's more people in New Zealand than there is in Colorado.
But we've got 66 million sheep, though.
What was that last part, Clive?
We've got 66 million sheep, though.
Oh, that's funny. There's all kinds of stuff you're going to learn here on Free Daily Coaching, guys. See this, right? We had a great time this morning. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Jack and Felicia, Clive, Chanda. I want to thank the missing Mrs. Angela Hardy for coming out today and sharing. I want to thank each and every one of you that are watching the YouTube video, that are watching the replay, or maybe you're here live right now. I want to thank you for taking some time this morning to have a little bit of a fiesta, to see that there's all different types of people. We live in all different states. We're from all different places. All of us have had a different type of background, right? You got a goofy guy like me that never finished my degree, like just couldn't take it, and it was like nails on the chalkboard, and they didn't have chalkboards anymore. Now it's all dry erase boards, right? You got a guy like me. On the other end of the spectrum, you have a lady like Felicia that has her master's degree. We're all in this same industry, in this same space, right? And we're all able to share. So you got everything under the sun here, and it's your chance, it's your opportunity this weekend to take some of the knowledge from some of the experience that you've seen this morning and go out and take some action, to go out and really do something to change your business. What can you do this weekend How can you take some action this weekend and go out and do something positive for your business? And how can you do it with the support and the rally of the community that you're a part of? Reach out to some of these people. Reach out to Angela and Shonda. And is it just me, or has Clive been frozen the whole entire time, his picture?
Yeah, well, I don't know why. Probably I'm moving now.
It's freaking me out. You can connect with Clive. You can connect with Felicia. You can connect with Jack. You can connect with myself. You can connect with anyone that you saw over in the chat, and go out and have a powerful weekend. And let me finish with this, guys. I'm going to send you to the sales page. I want you guys to go and check this out. I want you to go and see this. Whether you've purchased it, whether you're thinking about it, whether you're sitting on the fence, you've got a little bit more than 12 hours. You got a little bit more than 12 hours, 12 and a half hours from now until this cart closes for this guru code. If you were thinking about it, jump in, right? If you're even thinking about it, just go get it. Listen, I'm going to tell you something that you might not know. One of the bonuses is Diane Hockman's vault from 2006 until now. If just for the vault, if you're not even going to use the course right now, if just to have the vault, it's worth it. 100%. Okay, guys? I'm working with this lady. Shonda's in. She's doing the Guru Code. Jack's in. We're going to be doing this, right? Like, if you want to be in 10 weeks from now, if you want to be on the Cool Kids Club, the kids that all have the cookies, the kids that are all running and boosting and all their businesses are exploding, then come on. That's it. There's no sales. It's just come with us, right? That's it. You've seen the results. Now it's the decision if you want to get those results. Do you want those same types of results? That's the question you have to ask yourself. If the answer is yes, then come with us, right? If the answer is yes, come with us. I'm going to send you guys there. Go out and have an awesome weekend, guys. Let's tag each other. Let's have some fun. And like always, any questions or concerns, call, text, Facebook, Google+, whatever, get a hold of me, and we'll help you out. Thank you, everyone on the panel. Have an awesome day.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
See you later.